Here are 5 tips to stay motivated after interview rejections. Before we dive in, make sure you like this video. Let me know in the comments how I can help you, and subscribe or follow for more career tips. So let's talk about what you're experiencing in 2025. We've all experienced it. I'm with you, bro. You find a job on LinkedIn. Oh yeah, I know this is a great fit. I know exactly what they're looking for. So then you hit apply. It takes you to the company website, and then they use Workday. So you can't just do the greenhouse AI where you can just simply put your name and your resume and boom, you apply. No, with Workday you gotta go line by line. All your information is put in there. Then you go and you take your resume and you try to auto-populate. Nah, it doesn't. So you gotta go row 1, row 2, row 3. And before you know it, you've put an hour into this one application. And then 2 things happen. Well, actually 3 things happen. Number 1, you never hear back from that company. Number 2, you get an auto reject. They ain't even give you a chance, bro. Or number 3, you get the interview and you go through the process. First round, second round, third round, fourth round, and you get rejected. In each of those situations, man, it sucks. But I want to encourage you to not take it personal. There are so many things that we'll talk about that may not be in your control. But the first thing, when you get a rejection, say, you know what? That just wasn't for me. A lot of this stuff, man, is the mental game you have to play. Because once you hit submit, or once you close that laptop from that interview, or you leave that office, you can't control anything. So the first order of business during your job search after rejection is do not take it personally. It's a part of the game. My second tip is control what you can control. The only thing you can control is the quality of the application that you submit and the quality of your interview prep and your performance. That's the only 2 things. That's the only 2 things that you can control during your interview process. And if you get an auto reject, that is the result. You can't control the result. All you can control is your process, bro. How you went through and crafted your story on that application. How you tailored your resume to make sure that if they needed someone with 5 years of experience in marketing, boom, I got 5 years. They want someone that has data analysis, boom. You tailor your resume to that job and then you hit submit. The end result, that is not in your control. You have the interview scheduled for next week. Boom, you go to the interview. You prepared 1 hour a day doing the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. You did mock interviews with your friends and family. You recorded yourself on a Zoom call. Just use Dolo. You put in the work and the preparation, and then you have the interview. You give your best effort. 48 hours later, you get rejected. You get the call from the recruiter, and they're like, you know what? Thank you so much for the time and attention, Marcus, but we decided to move forward with another candidate. Or the worst thing that's happening so much in 2025, no one ever calls you. And you're waiting by the phone like you're in high school trying to talk to the girl, waiting for her to call you, and she never calls you. That's the end result is not in your control. All you can control is your perspective and the process that you put into it. And so if you put everything you could into a very strong application, you get rejected, it wasn't for me. You got to change your focus. That was not the job for me. If you put your preparation in the interview process and you didn't get the job, that job was not for you. There are so many times in my career where I knew that was the right job, bro. I knew that was it. I went through the interview process and I didn't get the job. And I'm devastated, like, bro, man. And then there are times when a few weeks later, a few months later, that company announced major layoffs. That really happened. I was literally going for this role and I was like, this is the best job in the world. This is where I want to be. If I had got that job, I would have been one of the tens of thousands of people, unfortunately, they would have been laid off. So there are times in your career, bro, where you're going to have to say thank you for the no's, thank you for the rejections, but you won't know that right now. So right now, focus on the process, your preparation, The end result, that's up to God, that's up to your destiny. Don't focus on the result. If your process is legit, if your preparation is there, you keep doing that. And over time, you're going to find the right opportunity. But yes, there are times where rejection is the best thing that could have ever happened to you. All right, let's talk about a very practical tip that I use always whenever I get rejected from a job is I give myself 24 hours to sulk and like, man, it's crazy, bro. I'm supposed to be, man, I know they're not balling like me. I know my resume. I know my interview performance. Like, the application was pristine. Like, I went through it. I spent hours on it. Give yourself 24 hours to accept that result. 24 hours to feel bad, to get the ice cream, you know what I'm saying, get something to eat. Like, because it's tough. You put a lot into your job search, man. And for you not to get an opportunity, that's what really hurts. When you know you're a great fit for a job and you get that auto reject in 24 hours, like, bro, how do you know I'm not a good fit within 24 hours? Because there are so many things that are out of your control, which we talked about. That role could have been up just for a little bit. They already had an internal candidate and they took the role down, auto reject for everybody, and just hired that internal person. There could have been a hiring freeze, so you never heard from the job ever. That's happened to me in my career. So those results, man, give yourself 24 hours. After 24 hours, you have to lock back in and go after that job. You are one step closer, one step away from where you want to be. So stay locked in, but give yourself 24 hours. Another play you need to add to your playbook during your job search is to change your perspective on rejection. And so a game I used to play with myself is like, when I get an auto reject, I say thank you. Thank you, company XYZ, for this rejection, because I'm one step closer to my yes, to my next interview, to the job offer. I don't have to worry about you, company. You're out of the mix for even getting my skills and my talent, because I know what I got. So thank you. I have a result, and I push them to the side. That's a way that I had to really play that mental perspective shift so that I wouldn't get. I used to get down, bro. When I get that rejection for a job that I know, it used to really bother me, and it would affect my job search because I would spend days, sometimes weeks, just mourning that opportunity. But now, at this stage of my career, if I get a rejection, I'm like, man, thank you so much. And here's what's crazy, man. Like, for me recently, when I applied for different jobs and then I finally got the opportunity that I really, really wanted, and that was the best fit for me. And so I started this job and I'm like, all right, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And then I got an auto reject from a role that I applied for like 2-3 months ago. And I just smiled like, bro, y'all have no idea, man. Like, I'm at the right spot. I have the right opportunity. But what if I just didn't have the right perspective? So I want you to have that perspective I had, this month with all of your rejections. Even before you get the job, like, you should smile like, yeah, I'm one step closer to get the job. Like, bro, you don't even realize, like, you're out of the running from my talent, from my skill. And with that shift, you can keep your momentum, because if you let every rejection stop you from applying, you're gonna slow down and you could be right there. And the last play, fam, is 3 a day. Practice the rule of 3 a day. You could reject it today. You give yourself 24 hours, and then you're back to your 3 a day. Now, let me break down the 3 a day. 3 a day is you apply for at least 3 jobs per day, every single day. That is the goal. Some days the auto rejection might hit you like, man, I need to recover. Like, but as you build that mental toughness, you can get to 3 a day. Now, when I say 3 a day, I mean find a realistic job. That's the first thing. Number 2, find a specific job title and tailor your resume one time. That's how you can get to 3 a day. Because if you say, I want to be a product marketing manager, I want to be a finance manager, and I want to be a sales manager. Those are 3 completely different job titles. and the roles and responsibility are going to be different. So you're going to be tailoring your resume for this product marketing manager. I got to tailor it again for the salesman. I got to tailor it again for the finance manager. And you might have all those experiences, but I need you to streamline your job search. Find one title. Like, for example, product marketing manager is a very common title within the tech industry. Every tech company has a product marketing manager. Product manager, very common. Across all industries, project manager is very, very common. So that's your job title. I'm a project manager. Tailor your resume one time, because all the job descriptions for project managers are going to be consistent across industries. For banking, for sales, for technology, for finance. Project manager is a generalist role, so it's going to be a very general job description. So you can apply quicker than other people that are bouncing around with their job search. Oh, I want to be this. Oh, I think I might like that. No, you need to focus on one realistic job, one job title, and then tailor your resume one time so you can get 3 applications per day for your job search. Yo, team, I'm dropping gems. If this added value helped me, give me a thumbs up on this video. That helps YouTube know this is dope content. Share it with somebody you know and love that wants to build their career, that maybe struggling with having motivation during their job search. And make sure you subscribe or follow for more career tips. On YouTube, I have over 400 videos that can help you get that next job. I'll see you next time.